9.4 covers slope. We're going to find slope of the line today. Slope is basically the ratio of rise, also known as the vertical change. The rise or vertical change is your vertical axis, which would be your y-axis. So you're going to have your change in y to the ratio is rise over run. So we have run and our horizontal change. The horizontal change is your x-axis, so it would be the change in x. So y, change in y over change in x. And again, as stated, rise is a vertical change. It deals with your y-axis. Run is a horizontal change dealing with your x-axis. First example here, sometimes it helps if you sketch a little diagram. It says access ramps. The access ramp from the sidewalk to the door of a hotel raises 8 inches for every horizontal change of 96 inches. What is the slope of the access ramp? So it says right here we have the rise of 8 inches. So here's that rise of 8 inches. The horizontal change is 96 inches. So here's that horizontal change, 96 inches. What we want to figure out is the y, or your rise, up and down, over your run. So in this case, it is a ratio of your rise being 8, over your run of 96. This would be reduced to 1/12. So basically for every 1 inch of rise, the sidewalk would be 12 inches, the horizontal change there. Example 2, you're going to actually have to, given a line, find the slope of a line. So big thing here is choose 2 points on the line, and then you're going to construct that right triangle to figure out your rise and your run. Now again, use 2 points that you know exactly what they are. This would be a good point to use. This here would not be a good point to use because you do not know exactly what that ordered pair is. I know that this ordered pair here is 0, 1. So find another ordered pair that we know exactly what it is. Well, there would be another. Now we can go ahead and construct the right triangle in order to figure out your rise and run. So pick a point that you would like to start at. I'm going to start at this point here, and I'm going to move down. When I move down, that is negative. I move down -1 spot. And then I need to go from where I last left off. So I'm going to go over 2 units when I move to the right. That's a +2. So your rise, up and down, -1. Your run, +2. So the slope of your line here is -1/2. Slope is written with variable m. So -1/2 is our slope. And again, if you look at this line here, this line is decreasing. Therefore, it would have a negative slope. Example 3, the points given in the table lie on a line. Find the slope of a line, then graph the line. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is plot these points. Here's my ordered pair. My ordered pair is -3, -2, -1, 1, and 1, 4. I'm going to go ahead and plot the points here. -3, -2, plot. -1, 1, -1, 1, plot. And 1, 4, plot. It looks like this would construct a linear line here, so use the straight edge, construct that linear line. There's my linear line. It doesn't matter what points you just need to pick 2 points and use them to figure out that slope. So I'm going to use this point here and this point here, and I'll figure out my slope. I'm going to start from the bottom here. I move to the right. 1, 2 spots, so this is a +2. This line is increasing, so I should get at a positive slope. From where I last left off, well, that is right here, and I go up 1, 2, 3 spots. When I move up, that's a +3. So my slope, m, is rise over run. My rise, up and down, is 3. My run is 2. So my slope in this problem is 3/2. Another way that you could actually check yourself is kind of like with the tables here. If we use this table from -3 to -1, well, that went up 2. From -1 to 1, up 2. Down below, -2 to 1, up 3. 1 to 4, up 3. Okay, if you look at this, your y value is 3, and your x value is 2. So again, 3/2, just another way to find things out, table or graph. Example 4 says find the slope of a line that passes through the point A is 3, 3, and B is 2, 0. First way is I'm going to go ahead and plot these points, 3, 3, and 2, 0. So 3, 3 we have, and 2, 0. So 2, 0. Plot my 2 points. Construct a linear line through those two. Notice my graph is increasing, so I should have a positive slope. I'm going to use these 2 points, so I come over 1 unit, up 1, 2, and 3 units. So my rise is 3, my run is 1. 3 over 1 reduces to 3. So my slope in this problem would be 3. Another way that you can find slope is called the slope equation when you're given 2 points. And we've talked about this before. To figure out slope using an equation, you need 2 points. What you'll do is take the equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So given these 2 points, and the 2 points that we have here are the A and B point. So what I normally do is, since this ordered pair is listed first, I call this x1, and the second value is a y value, so that is going to be y1. Here's your second ordered pair, 2, 0. So we have x2, y2. This is always a y value, this is always an x value. X is listed before y. So now it's simple substitution, plugging it into the equation above here. So I like to go ahead and draw the template, the division bar, and I draw in my subtraction right away. Next, I go ahead and input, or basically match, what goes with each of the terms. So we have y2 is the top left. Well, here's the y2 value. That is 0. The y1 value, y1 is 3, so top right, put it in. x2 is the bottom left. x2 is 2, so input 2. x1 is the bottom right, and your x1 value is 3, so go ahead and solve here. 0 take away 3 is negative 3, over 2 take away 3 is negative 1. Okay, negative 3 over negative 1, when you divide negative divided by a negative, you get a positive 3 over 1. So your slope is positive 3 over 1, which reduces to 3. Last example here, if you feel pretty comfortable, why don't you go ahead and pause the video and try to work through this using that slope equation that we have there, the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So go ahead and pause the video, try to work through it, check back in, see how you did. So first thing that I did is start out with my template. Following that, I go ahead and I put my headers above the x and the y plot. So I assigned x1, y1, x2, y2. Then I went and used substitution and put them into the correct spot. Now I can go ahead and solve. 0 take away 3 is negative 3, over 3 minus negative 2. Minus minus is a plus, so this is really saying 3 plus 2, which is 5. Therefore my slope is negative 3/5. This will conclude 9-4 slope.